All right, how's it going? So my second video, I'm gonna be downloading these videos simultaneously about Victor Wembeyama and the summer league debut and performance here in Las Vegas. Okay, so he was drafted, the first draft pick in San Antonio for the first time since 1997 with Tim Duncan. In fact, you can see those guys standing side by side with Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Wembeyama. And Tim Duncan is like what 6'11", and then Wembeyama 7'5", and then David Robinson is what almost 7 foot tall or so. And those guys are standing at Wembeyama's shoulders. Okay, but they look at this guy like Jesus, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Which I just think is unfair because this guy just got drafted, haven't even played one game, and they have all these expectations on him. Okay, in fact, he can't even really go anywhere without being followed. Okay, you see what happened in that incident with Britney Spears, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later here in a later video. But his first game, he had 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 blocks. I thought that he had a decent defensive performance. Okay, and just to let you know, for 7'5", he's a little frail. Okay, but I think that he's got some pretty good defensive skills. He's got good footwork. You know what I'm saying? He could dribble pretty good, got good handles, could run the floor, very gracefully. Okay? So that's really not a problem. But I think that he does need to gain weight. Okay? And it's just going to take time. I want to say not probably by the first year. He'll probably have a decent year. I think he'll be a 15 and 10 man when I say that. 15 points and 10 rebounds, probably about 4 blocks. So I think for a rookie, he'll have a good, 15 to 17 points, 8, maybe 17 and a half. I think they may snag up a 7 for 8 seed, okay, in the playoffs. But he's going to need some help, too, along with gaining weight. So it's really going to take time. Just so you know, behind me is the stratosphere. The second game, he had 27 points and 12 rebounds. So he played a lot better. And I guess he was able to make amends for the first game that he played or whatever, where he was a little bit rusty. But like I say, it's all a learning curve, for him to do things the way that, the NBA way. All right. So that was a much better. That was against the Hornets in Summer League. Okay. So it's my understanding he only played 2 games, the 7th and then today, the 9th. Okay. So the rest of it will probably just be like role play. Okay. You'll see probably other celebrities. You'll see probably the more prolific celebrities as you get closer to the end of the summer league, like LeBron or like Curry or those guys. Okay, around the 16th, 17th. Okay, when they get the summer league championship. And by the way, there's going to be an in-season tournament early November, like between the 7th and the 9th. So I'm gonna give you a video on that. Okay, where it's going to be 6 teams playing in that, and they're going to have like a championship in the early December, okay? All right, let me know what you think about the video here. We're going to move on and talk about Britney Spears and that incident with Victor Wembeyama's security team.